Hello and welcome back to everybody on the rest of today and to another edition of AEW Dynamite Out of 10. And MJF is set to have a date with Slitchbay Jay White for the world title at Full Gear on November the 18th, but with Jay White putting his number one contendership on the line against Mark Briscoe and MJF defending the belt he doesn't even have at the moment against Daniel Garcia, that could be in doubt. But yeah, we'll see if it is, because we start things off with MJF versus Garcia for the title, and a backstage confrontation between the two gave way to the night's opening contest. A gritty bout which saw each competitor targeting the other limbs in hope of forcing a submission. No matter what they attempted, they were failed by the damage done to their bodies. Garcia nursed an injured arm, MJF a knee. In the end, it was the world champion who battled his way into applying an armbar for the tap-out win. After the match, MJF extended his hand out to respect, but Cool Hand Ange and Daddy Magic Maynard pulled Garcia out of the ring before he could accept it. It was a strong way to kick off the show, not overly long, and yeah, it was a ton of room for anything to believe. It was non-stop action, culminating in a finish that made sense and put the champ over. As well as a challenger in a way. It'd be interesting to see where Garcia goes from here, because it's not the first time he's enjoyed a prominent spot on Dynamite. But yeah, hopefully he doesn't fade into the background for too long. But yeah, like I say, good start to the show and gets a 7 out of 10. But moving on into Sting and Darby Allin versus the Outsiders. Sting and Darby may team with Copeland at Full Gear to battle Christian Cage's Goobers, but they duo the Outrunners, Truth Magnum and Turbo Floyd in a tag match. This match was a little more than Glory and Hide enhancement match. The heels got a few moves in, but Sting and Allin fired back and put them away in short order with a Scorpion Deathlock. This was a perfectly acceptable way to get out a Hall of Famer in front of an audience that he's not seen in 34 years, while still hyping up the Full Gear Trios match. And yeah, after that, we got a quick segment between Shida and Storm, but yeah, I'm going to give Sting and Darby 6 out of 10. There just wasn't much more to it, but yeah, it was an eventful fast promo that presented nothing new. It simply existed to get the woman on screen for a minute or two. A disappointment given how both almost everything they involved in better, and yeah, just 1 week out from the pay-per-view, I kind of hope for a bit more before it's time for Penta versus Swerve. And after a hotly anticipated rematch with Hangman at Full Gear, Swerve battled Penta in singles match. The match was competitive, almost too much. Strickland probably could have stood to win a more decisive victory ahead of his big pay-per-view match. This is a small criticism though, as the match was ultimately good and ultimately put Strickland over clean. Page post-match attack is exactly what you want to see from a guy who has the sanctity of his home broken by his disrespectful, brash rival. The chair shots, the dead eye off the ramp, it all reflects a guy who was particularly pissed off. A good match preceded by an even better angle, and yeah, the build of this one continues to be really strong heading into Full Gear, so yeah, you can't complain about this. A good match and a good angle heading into pay-per-view, so yeah, I'm not going to complain. But a conscientious backstage confrontation between Jericho and Omega and the Young Bucks led to a challenge for a Full Gear match with high stakes, including the latter's guaranteed tag title opportunity, and yeah, that's going to be an absolute banger of the match, high caliber, and yeah, really looking forward to it. Before he goes back in the arena, we got RH TV champion Samoa Joe defending his title against Lee, and this was a showcase, as of the great Big E would put it, big mighty men supping meat. It was a battle of heavyweights that featured solid strikes and power moves that was controlled mostly by Joe throughout. Though Keith got some good stuff in, including a pop-up powerbomb, it never felt like Joe was in danger of dropping his title. He secured the win with a chokeout by the referee stoppage and proceeded to vacate the RH TV title and announced his desire to win the AEW World title. Backstage, Orange Cassidy cut a promo challenging Moxley to a match at Full Gear, but yeah, just going back to this title, I mean, like, yeah, it made no sense why you can go after the world title while having that title. Just made that title feel completely meaningless after a really fun match between these two. So yeah, I definitely was not a fan of that move. And yeah, for that alone, I'm going to give it 4 out of 10. But no, the match was really good. Just the whole post-match stuff made zero sense. Bullet Club goals, Austin and Colton Gunn then squared off with the Buddy Boys match on Wednesday in an unadvertised match, and it was unadvertised for good reason too, might I suggest. Yeah, the bout lasted more than seconds as the heels earned the victory of 3-10 to Yuma. Yeah, a post-match promo promised a ROH Tag Championship match over MJF and his mystery partner at Full Gear. This could have been a pre-tape segment. After the match, Mox responded to Cassidy's Full Gear challenge, while Willie Utah warned Hook that he crossed the line with the wrong squad. But yeah, I'll give the match a 6 out of 10. That's all it was to it, all about building MJF up. But you know, we still haven't got too much build between the two, to be quite honest. Before it's time for Red Velvet versus Julia Hart. Great to see Red Velvet back, making her return to TV following a 9-month absence due to injury. Immediately found herself mixed out with the House of Black's Julia Hart, who's been on a roll in 2023. It was an unsuccessful comeback though, as Hart delivered a picture perfect moonsault to pick up the win. The match never really got out of first gear and probably went on a bit longer than it needed to, based on what it ultimately was. After the match, Sky Blue confronted Hart, followed by Nightingale and TBS champion Statlander. Wobbly still radiated a darkness that felt destined to man itself into a heel turn. A turn that pits Hart against Statlander and Nightingale perhaps too, which could be interesting. But yeah, this gets a 5 out of 10 from me. I mean, yeah, there just wasn't too much to it really. It was a simple win for Judy Hart. Good to see Rail Velvet, I can tell you. But yeah, I'm not massively invested in where it's going to end up, let's say. Before it's time for our main event, Mark Briscoe versus Switchblade Jay White. And yeah, the number one contendership was on the line here. There's little doubt White will win because if there's only story to kind of revolve around him. But yeah, with that said, the crowd was hot for Briscoe all match long, and the reaction helping to elevate the quality of the match, which was already really good. White won with damaging his opponent's credibility and secured the title opportunity. MJF hit the ring after the match, attempting to grab the World Championship from the grasp of White. He failed, had a few words for White. From then, the arena darkened, and a video of the Acclaimed being attacked by the masked men backstage. The Devil flashed on the screen. MJF hit the backstage arena, where he found his friends lying in a heap, and Samoa Joe reiterating his offer to partner with him against the Guns at Full Gear. The challenger was the latest in the mystery surrounding the Devil and who is under the mask. One thing's for sure, Joe is going to keep hanging around, so when Jeff goes in and it sets his opportunity, keeping his enemy closer in the process. This was a really good ending this time, I have to say. A brilliant match, really enjoyable match, and then the angle post-match is very intriguing, and yeah, there is really a sense of intrigue over who the Devil is now, so that worked really well, and gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Overall, AEW Dynamite gets a 6 out of 10 from me. I thought, yeah, solid episode of Dynamite this week. It was nothing quite remarkable. I thought, kept the stories ticking on nicely. Obviously, we'll have a big Full Gear match next week. But yeah, I mean, the Samoa Joe TV title stuff, I'm not convinced about. But, I really enjoyed the main event. So, swings and roundabouts on this show, really. But anyway, guys, that's it, really. Thanks so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Next also for daily wrestling news and subscribe to the channel. It's going to be greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.